Hi there, it's Mr. Clark. Welcome to lesson 2.1.2 on accidentals. So, when we were talking about the piano keyboard in the previous lesson, you may have noticed that we talked about the names of the white keys, but we kind of ignored the fact that they were black keys, because we don't actually have names for them yet. So, we use symbols called accidentals in order to name the black keys, and there are a couple different ways to do that. The first way we're going to look at is with a sharp. It looks kind of like this symbol, which you most likely know as a hashtag. You'll note that the vertical lines are kind of diagonal and the horizontal lines are exactly parallel to the edge of the page. Sharp is different. If you're drawing it yourself, it might not look quite like that. But the idea is that the vertical lines are actually vertical, and then the diagonal lines are, or the horizontal lines are a little bit diagonal. So it looks similar to a hashtag, but it's not actually the same symbol. What a sharp does is it takes a note and it just moves it one key to the right. Or is that direction? Probably that direction for you looking. One key to the right on a piano keyboard. So this is an early instance of why having the piano keyboard as a reference is useful, because if you take C and you go one key to the right, it's a black key, and it is C sharp. If you take D, go on to the right, it's a black key, it's D sharp. If you take E and go one to the right, there's no black key there. So this white key is E sharp, so F is the same as E sharp. Those are two different names for this same white key. So that's why it's important to have the piano keyboard as a reference. So C, D, F, G, and A sharps are all black keys. E sharp and B sharp are the same as white keys. E sharp is the same as F, B sharp is the same as C. So when you're saying the note, or when you're writing it in terms of a letter name, the sharp comes after. You say C sharp. But when you're writing it on a staff, the sharp comes before the note. So this note is F sharp. When you're writing it, sharp comes after. When you're drawing it on the staff, the sharp symbol comes before, because that warns the player, like, hey, this note is going to be different. If you put it after, they might have already played an F, and then it's too late. So I'll draw a couple of examples of what not to do. So you don't want the accidental after the note. That's not good. You also want to make sure that the accidental is the right size. It's not too small. It's not too big. And you also want to make sure, like the note head, that it's centered on the line or space. So here you'll see this empty section in the middle is only in the line. Here it's is only in the space, it's centered on the line. Just make sure it lines up like that. So the opposite of a sharp is a flat. A flat makes it go one key to the left on a piano keyboard. It looks like a lowercase b when I'm drawing them. I have a vertical line and then kind of a whoop, something like that. It's not quite the same as a B. It doesn't have that little... I'm sure that there's a proper name for that. I can't remember what it is right now. Doesn't have that, and it's more like this than a circle. So, like if you get a flat tire, your car's going down, flat goes down on the piano keyboard, which is to the left. So D, one key to the left, is a black key, D flat, E flat. Again, F flat and C flat move to white keys, so that's just something to be careful of. Same sort of thing, you want the flat centered in the space or the line. So, when we are notating music, here we have a B flat, because there's a flat right in front of it. Great! Now we have an A flat, because there's a flat right in front of it. Now we have another B flat in the same measure. Any accidental is the general term for all these symbols we're introducing, any accidental will carry until the next bar line. So this says that every B in this measure is going to be a B flat. So that doesn't apply. This is a B flat. Great, okay, because the bar line's here. But what if we want to be a regular B again? I already kind of gave it away. But the key to do that is this symbol called a natural. A natural just brings it back to the normal white key that you would expect. So a natural, when I'm drawing it, looks like this. where you have, yeah, something like that. Again, you just want to center it on the proper line or space, and this returns it to the normal note that you would expect. So B flat, A flat, B flat, because the accidental carries, B natural, or just B. And then the bar line cancels the A flat, so this is a regular A natural. Sometimes you might, depending on the context, you might want to put like a courtesy accidental, like in parentheses, where it's like, yeah, that really is supposed to be an A natural, but don't worry about that at this point. That would just be a more contextual sort of thing. So that's what we got going on in terms of accidentals, and I will see you next time.